This video is brought to you by Hidden Variable Studios and Skullgirls Mobile. Download for free at iOS App Store and Google Play Store. Links in the description below. Greetings everyone and welcome once again to Skullgirls Mobile! In the last update we had the addition of the new elemental relics. This is guaranteed to obtain a character of the same element of the relic you wish to buy. These have a cost of 300 crystals or 3000 if you want the 11 relic bundle. The incentive to obtain these relics are the new variants that are unique to each relic. In this video we will give you an analysis and a review of the new exclusive fighter found in the shiny relic, PAINWHEEL Green Fan. Let's check out her abilities. So, her signature ability is Skeleton Dance. So, once per match, gain unflinching and immunity for 20 seconds when dropping below 40% health. Also, when PAINWHEEL's unflinching expires, she resurrects her teammates with 30% health. Yes, this is a resurrection for your whole team. Well, except her, depending if she lives or not. What I like about Green Fan PAINWHEEL is that she's a character that was created with team composition in mind. Since her main ability is the resurrection, you need to have teammates that can get more use of the resurrection. So for example, I like to use Immortal Fiber Double. When she dies, she inflicts damage to her opponent depending on how much health she has, like her total health. And if you manage to combo with the resurrection, for example, if you have one Green Fan PAINWHEEL and two Immortal Fiber doubles, you have 2 bombs. When you proc the resurrection, now your opponent has to fight with 4 living bombs. Like I really had fun like trying to make this thing work. Also, you can think about characters that are really difficult to fight. Maybe like an Armed Forces Cerebella or an Untouchable Peacock, or maybe Philia Dreadlocks. Those characters, many people have trouble fighting them because of their abilities, mainly the super armor unflinching and the reflect damage that Philia Dreadlocks has. Maybe also Parasite Weave, since she can stun her opponent depending on whether or not she lands a combo. Now, there's a downside to this. The unflinching lasts way too long. 20 seconds is a lot of time that you need to wait to proc this resurrection. Also, you can only proc it when you are below 50% health. Like 40% is not a lot. And remember, unflinching doesn't prevent you from taking damage. So if your opponent procs the unflinching and then activates their level 5 blockbuster, the unblockable, then you are done. Absolutely done. So if you want to use Green Fan PAINWHEEL safely, then you can place her like as a second member on your team. Maybe third if you are really confident that you are going to be using the resurrection a lot of the times you fight, but in a safe way you can use it on second. Now there's also a problem for characters like Valentine, who have the ability to negate boost or good modifiers on your characters. They can negate the unflinching. If they negate the unflinching, then you lose immediately the ability to gain the resurrection. So if you're going to use Green Fan PAINWHEEL and you have her on the field, you need to commit to use her until the unflinching ends. Because if you tag her out or you try to fight a character that can negate the unflinching, then you're gonna fail to get the resurrection and completely like waste your time using the character. Because this character, mainly you're gonna give her the attention and your time and also the slot on your team because you want the resurrection all the time. Sadly, the resurrection can be negated, so that's a really big downside for this character. I really like that the developers at Hidden Variable are thinking about this set of characters with team composition in mind, like their position on the team or on what time is the best to use certain characters. And definitely Green Fan PAINWHEEL is good in that sense with that idea. But for me, like, if I had to rank her between the other 3 PAINWHEELs that are already available, I can say that Buzzkill is still the best PAINWHEEL there is. I will place this one at second and then Firefly on third. Like, PAINWHEEL's a really strong character by itself. Lands critical hits constantly, has great damage, has good mobility. Her marquee abilities are really strong. The first one, the one that reflects damage whether or not she gets a critical hit. Like, she's a very good character by itself. The only thing that you need to pick is her signature ability. For Skeleton Dance, I can say that she's good, but she has some really not noticeable downsides. If you want to use her on your fights, or you have any special team comp in mind, then go ahead, try and use her. For me, I really enjoy using her in a team with 2 Immoral Fiber doubles, because I really enjoy the bullshit that is fighting two living bombs. And also, if you want to use her as a defense character, like you have your defense teams, you can safely place her on that. Like, Green Fan PAINWHEEL really works. Like, well, most of the time doesn't work as a main character for your team composition, but as a defense character, she kind of works, because if you're fighting an opponent in prize fights, maybe for example, that has the damage bonus and health bonus, like she can safely proc that unflinching and wait the 20 seconds. Well, depending on if the CPU is a complete idiot and tags her out, only depending on that. But you can also counter the character. If I had to define her like in one word, I would say like this character is fair. Yeah, fair. No, there's nothing broken. The ability is surprisingly good, but it can be completely negated. So that's my thoughts on the character. If you think that this character is better than I think, or if there is a very powerful combination that I didn't talk about, then write it down in the comments. Also, I want to thank Hidden Variable for lending me a copy of this character, so I can give you my thoughts on her. And that will be all for now. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you next time. Bye bye.